What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel of Queenies Ron, y'all. It has been a minute. 2025, what do I say? 2025 has tested me in ways that I never thought that it would test me. If you're watching this video, that means that we made it to 2026. That's really how this video is gonna go. Y'all know how I am about when I make my sit down videos and my one-on-one chat videos with y'all. Like, I really try to be so real, raw, and authentic and uncut and just be my normal self. That's just me. I don't even know how to recap 2025 because y'all know I'd have been through some stuff in 2025. Y'all know I had wrote some stuff on my phone because I just wanted to make sure that I didn't miss anything when talking about this. And I just really want to just dive right into it. But I just want to make sure I hit my key points of what I want to talk about in this video. Because y'all know when I start talking, baby, I would just start talking. So let's start. First and foremost, welcome to 2026. This is my first video of 2026. I am beyond ecstatic that I'm here. That I'm really here. This video, I told myself I wasn't gonna cry. Y'all know I'm a freaking crybaby. I told myself I didn't want to cry making this video, but when I tell you 2025 took me through there. I want to say the last couple years in general, 2024 and 2025 have been really, 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 really hard 2 years for me in general. Y'all know that I had moved to Texas last year. So I've been in Arizona a full year now, which I'm very blessed and thankful for. Dealing with our housing instability, coming back to Arizona, not having anywhere to stay, having to bounce between living with my sister and my best friend. Going into 2025 definitely was a year for me. It really was. It really tested me beyond means. Definitely being the main sole provider, financial provider of my family, has really tested my limits and has really broken me. Mentally, I went through my breaking limits. I'm just forever grateful and thank God every single day that he got me through 365 of 365, because that's all I can really be grateful for. With my kids being healthy and grateful, and they're striving and doing all the things. Like, when I tell you this took, it took a lot for me to make this video. I told myself I wouldn't cry making this video, but I have came a long way. And I'm just happy that I'm able to share that with you guys. I always told myself I wouldn't be that type of person that cries on camera, but it's like my feelings are so real and so genuine. And y'all are like my diary. I pretty much open up and speak everything that I've been through. And this last year, it really took me through there. Oh my God. I didn't want to cry doing this. I'm just grateful that I'm here. I go through a lot of stuff behind closed doors, and I don't share that because I've been so in survival mode my whole life. So for me to be vulnerable is hard. But I told myself going into 2026, I wanted to be more vulnerable and really just be myself. And whoever rock with me. And that's what it is. 2025 was a hard year for me because mentally I struggled really, really bad. My depression was at an all-time low, especially not being financially stable for my children. Their whole lives growing up, I've always been the go-to parent for them. And I've always been the parent that had the stability when putting on that hat. But when I tell you 2025 really pushed me to no limits and pretty much developed me into this person that I'm forming into 2026, is crazy. It's crazy. This video is probably gonna be all over the place, and I'm pretty much just speaking from my experience that I went through for 2025. And when I tell you that I was so tired, didn't think I was gonna make it, baby, I was ready to check out. Okay, I'm grateful and blessed that I pushed through. Mentally, I pushed through. If you don't feel like you're gonna push through, just keep trying. I know everybody and people don't understand, having depression and anxiety is very, very hard, especially when you're stuck in survivor mode and you're trying to process your feelings and you don't know where to place them. Speaking from experience, I've been on my medications consistently now for 6 months, and I'm very proud of myself because I was the type of person that didn't never want to be on medications. And for me to stick with my medications to help me deal with what I'm dealing with has came a long way. I never suspected for me to have to rely on medications, but I felt myself deeper and deeper diving into depression and fighting to be here. Oh my God, I can't believe I said that. But that's the truth. Y'all know that how I am as a person. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I show up for everybody, but every time it's time for me to show up for myself, I never do. This video in particular is hard for me to make because I am being vulnerable and I am letting out everything that I experienced in 2025 and putting it all in one video. Oh my God. Y'all really gonna take me through that, huh? Just dealing with that on its own was a lot. Feeling self-doubt, feeling like I wasn't good enough, feeling that I didn't deserve the things that I was getting blessed with after I went through my storm in 2025 is crazy. My housing instability, y'all know that I came back to Arizona from leaving Texas. We was only in Houston, Texas for 6 months. And then I moved back to Arizona because, baby, it was just not working out for us. And having to live between my best friend and my sister was something that I personally wasn't used to because I've always been the stable person, financially, housing stability, all that. So that was a lot. Like, I've always had a lot on me, and it's just been very, very, very hard to process. It's just been a lot to process. I didn't really want this video all over the place, but I feel like that's what's gonna happen, and it is what it is. 2025 has tested me through my means and has pushed me to my limits that I never thought I would be pushed to. Trying to regain my focus and just stay on track with everything that I have to do was really hard for me. In 2025, we went through 3 apartments, and with those 3 apartments, it has been very hard. The first one that we moved to was a 2-bedroom loft. We were there, but we had some issues with the property manager and stuff like that, so we ended up leaving there. Then we moved into a 3-bedroom apartment. It was roach infested. They would never fix anything. The landlord, every time you would tell her to fix something, the property manager, she would say that she was going to get somebody to fix it, and then we wouldn't fix it. The apartment wasn't even ready when we moved into there. So I felt like I was failing as a mother because here I am with 4 children, and we done been through 2 apartments in the matter of 4 months of us coming back to Arizona. After that, we started really thinking about moving back to the West Valley because we were in the East Valley at this time. And we finally decided to pack up and move back to the West Valley. And now we're back in the West Valley now. I'm just really blessed of the outcome that we did sustain from this. Now I was able to move into a townhouse that I don't feel like we deserve, but I know we deserve it, if that makes sense. I feel like that we don't, I didn't feel like I deserved it. I don't know. I don't know how to put it in words. I'm making a video. Hold on. I'm happy that my kids are able now to have their own bedrooms, because in the other bedrooms they didn't have their own space. They didn't have their own anything. To now having their own space, having to have their own, able to have their own sense of sanity, I would say. But I really didn't feel like we deserved the apartment that we got, now, the townhouse that we have. Every month, it scares me when rent is due every month, because of the fact of my worried of facing eviction. I don't know why. I know that financially we can afford it. We're okay. And I have to tell myself all the time that I deserve everything that I'm getting blessed to have, which is crazy because I don't feel like we deserve it for some reason. We've been through so much stuff for 2025, so it really just makes me so uneasy when I see things come into place. I didn't think that the place that we're living in now, we were gonna get, but we end up getting it. And I told myself, and I prayed, and I said, if this is where God wants us to be, then we will get it. And that's exactly what I told myself. And that's exactly what we did. I'm learning to accept what things are now. I'm really working on not questioning when things are working out for me for the good. I'm starting to, how do I say it? Like, I'm starting to just really just take what it is and move from that. It's taken me a long time to get to this point that I'm at. So I'm working on that with myself. Like I said, I got my mental health in check now. I'm on my meds, and then my meds have actually been working. Literally, I was off my meds for a couple days, and I felt the difference when I was waiting for my refill, and I don't want to feel like that again. I was very unstable. I was very all over the place. So I'm happy that when I know that when I'm running out, I am staying on top of my medications, and I'm staying on top of filling in with my, going to all my doctor's appointments for my mental health. I am still trying to find a therapist, because the therapist that I did have in Texas, I loved her so much. Well, not loved her, but she was really good. And I'm trying to find another therapist in Arizona where I'm at. So I'm really, really grateful and excited for that. And I thought he peed on me, y'all. But this is Ace. Y'all, we got Ace for Christmas. This is our Christmas baby. He is an 11-week-old toy poodle. You say hi, Acey Poo? I got him as an emotional support animal for myself, just so I can have something of my own. My kids are enough. I don't want people to be like, oh my God, you have 4 children. That should be enough for you. Really, I feel like he knows what his purpose is. And he has done that. He has stressed me out, y'all, in the process as well. But he is fitting into our family very well. We have to take him to the vet this week, or next week, I should say, to get his second set of shots. I really didn't feel like he peed on me, y'all. I don't know. Anyways, I don't think he did. I don't see anything. I know he just came in from outside. He does smell like outside, though, for real. But yeah, I've had him for about 2 weeks now, and adjusting to be a dog mommy has been hard. I'm not gonna lie. It has been hard for me to adjust with making sure I spend time with my kids. All the kids love him. All the kids are adjusting to him. So he's just fitting right on in with us. So I'm really grateful and very excited about what he has brought in our family with the little short time that he has been here, which is really nice. Aside from that, from 2025 as well, in 2025, it was nice to have a 2-parent household, I want to say, because y'all know I was like the sole provider for my family. And so I was able to become a 2-parent household financially, which is what I've always, always wanted for my kids. It's still hard with this economy. I don't know how we're surviving in this economy. I don't even know how everybody is surviving in this economy, but we're just taking it day by day. And I'm just trying to live life and appreciate life, regardless of what that is. As well as we've dealt with a bunch of financial stressors with our van. We still have our van. We did get behind with our van, but our car company has been really working with us to try to keep us on track with everything. I have thought about filing for bankruptcy because we're just so much in debt from all the debt that we incurred over the last 2 years. Definitely we'll go into another story about that, about looking into doing that. I feel like filing bankruptcy is not like a bad thing. It's, to me, I look at it as like a reset for us, and I feel like that would be the icing on the cake for 2026 for us. But financially, we took a really, really bad hit in 2025. So in 2024. So I just feel like we definitely need that reset. So that is something that I'm looking into doing as well. And y'all, I have my little phone here so I can make sure I hit all the topics that I said I want to talk about. So we're trying to rebuild credit, rebuild everything financially. I do want to save more going into 2026 because I feel like I want to stick to a budget now instead of just not and winging everything, because that's what I've been doing. I don't know, it's because I'm becoming older, but I do want to start really tracking my finances. I want to have like an emergency fund. I want to take more of my banking situation a lot more realistically about what I'm spending my money on, because I noticed, y'all, we would eat out and my finances are not the greatest, and I really want to start being more responsible with that. I do want to start my Christmas fund already for my kids, because I feel like this is like the second year for Christmas that we really haven't been able to go all out with our kids for Christmas. And that's been kind of hard for me to process, because these last couple years have been a really hard road for us for Christmas. The kids didn't have a Christmas 2 years in a row. And this year, really, I did not feel for the Christmas because of the fact that I'm really the type of parent, like, everything just has to make sense. Grades with the kids, attitudes with the kids, just make sure they're doing their part. You know what I'm saying? So if they're not meeting me halfway, then I just feel like Christmas, I'm not going to dedicate one day into spilling over for my children when they know that I do this every day, 365. That's just how it's going to be. So I just feel like that's just, we're going to make up Christmas, I want to say, because a lot of things that the older kids wanted was more of like clothes and stuff like that, which we're going to end up doing that for them. They got a few things, but not everything that they wanted on their list, but we're going to make up Christmas eventually, so they can get the things that they wanted that we wasn't able to get. But we did get through that. Juggling motherhood, my mental state has been really hard for me, because I'm always pouring into everybody else and forgetting about myself. I literally had a conversation with my best friend. Shout out to her. I love that girl down. We've been friends for over 20 years. She tells me this year, going into 2026, she really wants me to pour into myself and don't feel guilty for pouring into myself. If I need a break, take the break. If I need to go, if that's a 10-minute walk, sitting in my car, going out to eat by myself, going to get my nails done, going to get my hair done, just take that time for me. I need to learn going into 2026 to love myself more, and pour into myself more, because I deserve that more than anything. I feel like I have allocated a lot of myself for everybody else in 2025, and I come up short for myself, and I don't like that. Like, I really get angry at myself because it doesn't hit me until after the effect. I have overshared myself with people that shouldn't even have that moment with me. I try to make other people's problems my problem, and I don't know why I do that, but I need to stop doing that. I'm working on it. I'm not perfect, but I'm starting to really realize as I'm getting older, and I told myself for 2026, I want to be able to put myself first. And that's with anything, my children, my husband, and I want to start pouring into myself just as well as I'm supposed to pour into everybody else that I spend time with in my life. And that's just the honest truth. I always short step myself, but everybody else, I find an excuse of showing up for them. And it's hard for me to say that, but that's how I am. I'm so pure with my heart, and I expect people to do what I do for them. I don't know why. I've always been like that, and then I get disappointed when people are not built like me, if that makes sense. I don't want to keep living like that. Like, legitly, that's exactly how my life is. Like, I expect me out of other people, and it's not like that. People don't run to your rescue when you need it. Like, when I need help, I'll help somebody else in their situation, and I need to start just focusing on how is that benefiting me right now in this very moment, and what can I help with, if anything, or do I even need to help? I should say. So I'm definitely working on that. It's taking a lot for me to process it, because I'm so used to being that jump person to figure it out and really think about somebody else's issues, and it doesn't concern me. So why do you need to do that? Shout out to my husband too, because he has really been that type of backbone for me to tell me that I don't have to be present for everything or everybody. And he's really infamous of not giving a what. Y'all, I don't know what it is, but that man is just like that. He pours into what you pour into him, and I'm learning that. It has been hard for me because I've always just made sure everybody else was good and not myself. So I prayed that going into the next year, closing out 2025, that I'm going to start putting myself first, and I'm going to start pouring into myself. I'm going to start showing up for myself for the things that I love to do. Y'all know I love making content. I love pushing y'all videos, and I want to make this my top priority to do, because I love talking to y'all. I love being raw. I love being vulnerable. I love being authentic. I love just being me. And this is really the only time that I can be myself without any judgment. Like, and that's just the real on real. Like, I want to be more consistent with YouTube. I want to be more consistent for the things that I feel like matter to me the most. And doing content is what I love to do. And I just really want to put my best foot forward going into 2026 with it. And I don't want to let up. I know I said this before, because I said going into 2025, I was going to do it better. But baby, life was life, and I was going through a lot. And now I feel like I'm in the space now where I can really just focus on building my channel up, both of my channels, the Quinnies Ravon and the Quinnies Show. So I'm really finna just start pouring into the things that I love, and making content and making YouTube videos is one of them. This is my safe space. And this channel means more to me than you guys would ever imagine. When y'all comment in my comment section, I read them. When I sit down and really read them, like, I really want to pay more attention to that, because when I am reading my comments, I really want to interact and give you guys, interact with you guys back, because I be going through a lot with my kids and everything. And when I really want to sit down and read my comments, that's my time that I'm actually doing my one-on-one with myself, when I'm giving myself grace and time. But my channel, I did the Queenie Servan channel, you guys, because this is a safe space for me. I feel like I don't get judged here. I could be myself. Y'all love me down, and I love y'all for that. I literally would go ghost on this channel and then pop up with a video, and y'all will be in the comments, where you been? What's up? Happy you're back. Like, I love that so much. I just feel like I've built a good community on this platform. For all my platforms that I am building, I have built a great family. Like, I've built a great support system for myself, and I just need to start just reciprocating that, which I'm excited to do. And the last bit of this for also saying that I just feel that I've been feeling so unseen in 2025 as well. And I don't want to do... What are you eating? I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to not feel... I deserve it. I deserve it. I'm working on it, y'all. I'm working on it. I deserve the things. I deserve the good things that have happened to me. I deserve to accept them. I deserve it. I don't need to explain. That's what I need to stop feeling like I have to explain every time something good happens. Like, it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. We took a lot with the kids switching schools. I know that with us moving a lot, the kids have switched schools a lot, which was very frustrating for them. And I know that it was an adjustment. I really felt like a shitty mom because, especially my high school, that's a senior. He's went through so many high schools his last year, and I just hate that. Now he's straight. Now he's content. Now he's striving, and he's just showing up. All the kids are showing up every day for their schools. I did have an issue with my middle son, that he was having issues with the school that we did enroll him in when we first moved back to the West Valley, but now we ended up finding him a school that fits him and his personality better. I'm starting to think that my son does have anxiety as well. I'm looking into getting him professional help. He did start therapy this year. So I'm just going off the recommendations for the therapist to see what our next step is with that. If we do need to look into medications or looking into other things for him for that. So my ears to the ground for that. I'm just really excited that everyone is adjusting. Legend doesn't have the bus to go to school. If y'all don't know, that is my 6-year-old son that's on the spectrum. He doesn't have a bus, so I do have to drop him off and pick him up from school, but he does love the school that he's in, which I'm grateful for. He does very good. There's no meltdowns when I drop him off anymore. It used to be all-out war when dropping him off to school, and now, y'all, it hasn't been. Like, he gets off, I have to walk him to, you know, his door or whatever, but picking him up and dropping him off has not been, has never been a problem. Like I said before, 2025 was a really hard year for me. Mentally, I struggled. I keep going back onto that because I'm just forever grateful that I'm still here, and I am showing up for myself even in times where I feel like I just am over it. I'm ready to check out. I know going into 2026, I just want to focus on my mental health, showing up for myself, showing up for my kids, but mainly showing up for myself, because I know I can show up for them. I can show up for them. I can show up for my husband. I can show up for my family, my immediate family. I just want to start showing up for myself. It's all about discipline for myself for 2026, because I want to start pouring into my own cup and filling it up, and not feeling that I am enough for myself, if that makes sense. But like I told you guys, the Queenie Servan channel has been more of a safe space for me. I love talking to y'all. Like I said before, you guys have been amazing, rocking with me, coming back. Even though I be going on my hiatus and be gone, and I bounce back, and y'all be like, hey girl, we still here. I love y'all down for that. Legacy, go in there. Go in there with that. I'll be in there in a second. But I just love y'all for loving me and just accepting me for who I am, with my ups and my downs, and just going on this journey with me. Like I said before, I made this channel for me to have an outlet to really feel how I wanted to feel without feeling guilty. And you guys have made that so easy for me, and I cannot thank y'all enough. Like, I cannot thank y'all enough of what this channel really means to me. I'm able to be myself. I'm able to be vulnerable. I'm able to tell you guys the good, bad, and ugly. You guys see everything. And I feel like more going into 2026, I'm going to be more vulnerable with this channel, because I want this to be more of my everyday channel, and you guys are getting that type of content from me. And I did my very first get ready with me with my kids, and y'all, I was petrified when I made that video. Because I was so worried, like, oh my God, they're gonna be like, oh my God, girl, why you do this? Why you do that? But you guys were so loving and so like open, and loved the video and watched the video. And I can be ever grateful for that. Like, I love y'all. I swear I do. I'm rambling. I just want to make sure I hit all my points. I just know that going into 2026, I know what's meant for me and what's not meant for me. I know who's going to see me go to the top, and I know who I need to cut off. I'm just ready, y'all. I'm just ready to just be in my soft girl era. That's what I told myself. I'm so tired of being in survivor mode, y'all. I'm just ready to be in my soft girl era, and I cannot wait for that to really take off like it's supposed to take off. I know that I have it in me. I know that I can't wait until we get to that point. Like I said, this is going to be able to keep me accountable. Constantly showing up for my page, constantly showing up for all my social medias that I have. I'm just excited. I know that I have a voice, and I know that I have people that genuinely care for me and want to see me win. And I just want all of us to win. I've always been like that. I just need to start accepting my small wins. Like I stated before, like on my TikTok, you guys, and I do a lot of my work from home content over there. Like, they don't really get they get me every day, but they don't get this. I know that's silly straight. They don't get, how do I want to put this? Like, they just get my work from home type of content. I really haven't really opened up too much. I'm starting to open up over there a lot more too on TikTok, but we just hit 15K over there on TikTok, which is crazy. I would never say that I have 15,000 followers on TikTok. Like, that is crazy. You cannot tell me that I have 15,000 people watching me on TikTok and generally mess with me on TikTok. And then on my Quinice show channel, I have almost 3,000 people over there, which is crazy. Like, I just need to start accepting that I am that girl. Like, I really just need to start accepting that I am that girl. I have people that rock with me, and I just need to start taking the small wins and appreciating how this social media has low-key changed my life. It has changed my life, in a positive way, because mentally I didn't have anywhere to talk. I didn't have anywhere to vent when I felt about my job. I didn't have anybody to talk to when I'm going through my mental states and I'm spiraling. And you guys were there for the repos. Y'all were there for the evictions. Y'all were there for the moving. Y'all have really been a very, very part of my life, and I can never thank you guys enough. I love y'all so much. Y'all mean so much to me. And I just can't wait to see what is in store for us for 2026, y'all. I'm so excited. I have so much content that I can't wait to get out. And would you stop eating stuff? Thank you. That I can't wait to just start showing with you guys. I see that y'all will rock with me. As long as I put my content out there, y'all are gonna rock with me. And I'm forever grateful. Like, I'm trying not to cry, bro. But I love y'all so much. I can't wait to see what 2026 has in store for us. I can't wait to take over like we've been doing. I have rambled enough. I know this video is everywhere and I don't care. Y'all don't understand. Like, literally, it took me forever to make this video. I kept wanting the right timing. I wanted to make sure my kids weren't going to be interrupting. I just wanted to make sure I had enough, you know, I was in the right mental space to make this video. And I feel like I was. And I can't do anything but love that you guys are watching it, and I will see you guys on the other side. And I will see y'all in 2026, because baby, we finna go up. I love y'all. If you stay for this long, make sure you guys comment, like, and subscribe. And your girl will see you in the next video, y'all. Love y'all. Bye.